tuned into Tampa Bay's RBLR Sports.
Hi, hello. How are you doing? My name is Liz. That's Tom DePinto. This is RBLR Sun, and that's Tom's Winn-Dixie card if you're watching on YouTube.
RBLR, sponsored by Winn-Dixie.
Not at all, but Winn-Dixie, please give us money.
Please.
Tom, how are you doing?
Yeah. Who knows, Liz? Who knows? God only knows how I'm doing. Could be good, could be bad. Can't tell. Haven't won a game in 6 games. It's the worst we've ever done. But boy, we have also never lost to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, I have to say that's kind of what I'm clinging to at this point. Is I can still be a little sassy on the Heatwave Twitter.
Yeah,
because we still haven't lost, and they still have not beat us, and they just get to sit there in their first place, not having beat us.
So cool! First place in October, like that matters.
I honestly,
yeah. Really, talk to us in March. You know,
would it? Yeah, ask Brooklyn of last year what being first place is like in the first half of the season.
Not important. We don't need to do it. We've never done it before.
Yeah,
we were never in first place until the championship game last year.
Yeah, yep.
Technically,
that was the first time we made it to first place.
Yes, so we'll get there. I'm less worried. I'm not going to say I'm not worried.
Yeah.
But I am less worried than in weeks 1 through 6.
Yes.
Weeks.
Significantly. This was a much better showing from the ladies. I think Schneider said so in the post-game interview. And then in the RBLR interview as well, everybody was like, yeah. So this felt like a dub, even though it wasn't. Yeah,
it's the best 0-0 draw I've ever seen from any team I support.
Yes, at this point in time, yes.
Yeah, you don't like not scoring a goal, but the fact that we did hold Fort Lauderdale scoreless, a team that hadn't been scoreless in 13 regular season matches, you got to feel pretty good about that part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good.
Yeah. Overall, I think it was a good night.
Yeah.
I think the attendance is an issue. Let's address it right up front. But it will get better. God, I can't get better. Can't get worse than that. I really think so.
No, it can.
It can.
Yeah, because when the Rowdies start up next season,
well,
they have more games.
That's the thing, though. I think some people, look, some people are always going to pick Rowdies over Sun because there's the history there. There's the attachment. So I understand that much of it. And some of it, I think, of what it is the Rowdies are against all odds in a playoff race right now.
Oh, no, absolutely. I understand. And so, it was a great match. To be fair, it was a much more exciting match goals wise.
Yeah. The Sun are struggling. We haven't won all season. Meanwhile, the Rowdies are putting together 2 more home games, 3 if you include this past weekend as a home, which it was, to try and make the playoffs. So if you're, a discerning, neutral Tampa Bay soccer fan, I can't fault anyone for picking one over the other, as happened probably for a very large amount of people this past weekend.
Yeah.
But hey, I was told I missed the best Rowdies performance of the season. And to that, I have to say, you guys missed the best Sun performance of the season.
I wish the score lines were more similar.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing when you're, who do the Rowdies play again?
Monterey?
Oh, yes, Monterey. 4-0 against Monterey. Again, it's a lacking Western Conference team. We don't really have any history with Monterey except for like that possible racism.
I was going to say, weren't we almost racist to them that one time?
Yeah, they said we racist them.
Yeah,
and
I don't think we did.
So if that's the extent of the history of that series, you can't put any stock to that.
He went away and then came back. The player that did it too, right?
Yeah, just in time for next time we played Monterey. Yeah.
Forgot his name.
Yeah. Lawrence Wyke.
Yeah,
he didn't do it. He didn't do it. All right. But yeah. I mean, so it's one thing when it's a bad Western Conference team that you've got your best ever performance of the season against. Like, sure, it is an impressive scoreline and it's coming at a good time, but we got our best performance against the first place team in the league, a rival, desperate to beat us, I'm sure. Like,
yeah,
I cannot imagine the atmosphere down in Davie, Florida, at the practice field under the shadow of the Nova Southeastern University Interprofessional Health Services Simulation Center. I'm sure they were rabid, absolutely chomping at the bit to get a win against us because they'd never done it in 6-7 games, 7 if you count the preseason friendly last year. Not only that, but absolutely we count it. But they've never beaten us, and not only that, but they lost to us in the championship game, as Sidney Nacella was quick to remind them.
They can't beat us at our best, and they still can't beat us at our worst.
When we're the worst we've ever been, and they're the best
literally the worst we have ever been. We have
beat us.
Too many players are out on injury. I think there were more players out on injury than what the sheet they put out said, quite frankly, based on who wasn't on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like we were just like, oh, maybe we need to make this list look shorter so we don't look as pathetic.
It was 5 players this game instead of the 11 from the previous week. But at this point, we're kind of just like, people know. We don't gotta say all that. That's a waste of ink. It almost feels weird to be this fine with a 0-0 draw when your team hasn't won a game. When you're sitting on 3 points through 6 games, 7 games. We took a bye week, so 6 games. So when you're sitting on, we got 3 points, right? 3 draws. So when you're sitting on 3 points at week 7 of the season, you should be mad. And part of me still is, obviously. We need a win. We're the defending champs. What are we doing? But also, not letting your rival beat you when they're at your best and you're at your worst, it goes a long way to helping the fan base. Rivalry transcends points and such petty nonsense as standings or whatever. I'm glad we didn't quite take care of business against Fort Lauderdale, but in the Doppler Derby, in the Florida Derby, I think a draw is as good as you can kind of hope for at this point in time.
Yeah. No, I mean that is what I predicted.
Look at you. Little Miss, I don't think, has ever not led the prediction challenge. So good job, Liz.
Thank you. I'm good at one thing.
Yep.
I have to figure out how to monetize it.
Give us, we're working on it. All right. It was fun. It was good to be back at Fort Blake.
Yes.
Sydney was happy to be back at Fort Blake. I was happy to hear that she was. So I'm really happy with that. They're still winless against us. We're still winless this season. Little give, little take. It's our longest winless drought in club history, which, we're 7 weeks into the second season, but we can still get away with these dumb little longest in club history, league history type of trivia bits. But it was good. Again, like I said, snapped their 13-game scoring streak. So we're much happier with this than they are with that, even though they're still technically in a better position than we are.
Yeah, and I have to say, even though it might sound weird to say this, I'm happier with that 0-0 draw than even a 1-1 because we kept a clean sheet.
Yeah,
I feel like that counts for more almost than even trying to score a goal at that point. If we're still gonna draw. Yeah,
I come from the defensive side of things when I play, so I'm going to be a little bit biased. But through 90 minutes of kicking a ball around on a field with 11 people trying to get it into a huge ass net, sometimes fluke goals happen. So to prevent a goal from happening, I really honestly feel like that's way more impressive than scoring one goal. I think a 0-0 is the most impressive draw because it means your defense was doing what was asked of them. Even if the offense didn't stumble upon a lucky goal or finish with a worldie or connect on a bunch of passes and score, there's a lot of ways you can score, but some of them are bullshit. But there's no way you can frame a clean sheet as bullshit. You don't get lucky and keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what you were saying about no like silly mistakes, kind of like mistake goals, makes me feel a lot better for the game next week against Brooklyn, where we did have silly mistake goals.
We've seen it, and this Brooklyn team this year is capable of some bangers. They're not a team to be slept on, especially up there in Brooklyn at Maimonides Park. They're a team, speaking of Fort Lauderdale never having beaten us, Brooklyn is a team we have never beaten. So if we can kind of keep history in this past game and write history in the next game, I'd be really, really happy.
All right. Lineup. We had Tankersley, Flint, and Nacello up top.
Good to see Tank back.
Yep. And our centers were Shimkin, Giamona, and Listro, with McNeil, Hendricks, Bissett, and Pluck, and Schneider in goal.
Yeah. I think right back has kind of been a position of interest throughout the entire club history. We've got Pluck playing there now. I don't want to say out of position because she's comfortable at right back. I think I really love her as a box-to-box midfielder, but she was playing right back at Brooklyn. She's playing it here, and she's more than doing the job. If this is our back four that keeps a clean sheet against an electric Fort Lauderdale offense, it's a really good one. You can't say enough good things. Yeah, you can't say enough good things about the center back pairing too. Henny and Bissett that won the cup together last year. Bissett has had a couple issues earlier this season, but not a single time was I worried about her or did she misplay the ball at all. She found it again. I think there's a vein of confidence flowing through everybody, especially defensively.
Yeah, and I think McNeil definitely wanted to do her best against her old team.
Oh yeah,
you can see there were some tiffs there during the match.
Yeah, and especially as the game kind of grew into itself later, she was like, "I'm playing this ball up, so help me God, I want to score right now."
Yeah,
we did open things up a lot in the first half. I think we were happy with the 0-0, and I almost want to say at full time the team was probably a little upset they didn't get one because they were better, I think, the whole time, and they played better in the second half than they did in the first.
Yes. Yeah. There was a noted improvement, I think, from about like the 20th minute on. And then at halftime, like way up. Like I feel like it was almost kind of annoying because we were on the other side of the field the whole time.
Yeah. And then even when the subs came in, 60th, 66th minute, big changes for us using 4 subs a week after we only used two subs. I no drop off at all. I like our depth way more than I like Fort Lauderdale's for sure.
Yeah, especially considering the players they're relying on may not be here in January.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well,
they're not going to die. They're just going to the NWSL.
Yeah, they're not going to be here. That's threatening. Oh my God.
I know. I realized that after I said it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to kill them. That's not it. They're just going to the NWSL probably.
The heat wave is super ultras, dude.
The hit list. Oh my God. No, there's some other players that would be a little bit higher on that list.
Yeah, and they're for the most part all on Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably 1 or 2 on Dallas too, but let's kind of get into the minutiae of it. Let's get our feet wet. I think early on in the game there was some really good passing. I think we came out at home. We want to set the tone, pass the ball around, move off ball well. I think just from minute 0 to 5, it was better passing and positioning than I've seen out of us all season.
Yeah, no, everything was crisp. Everything was good. I liked it from the beginning. We weren't quite as aggressive as I wanted us to be right off the bat, which is fine. We're getting warm. I understand. And they definitely made up for it later. So
Yeah, you really don't want to make a mistake early in this game.
yeah,
That if we gave up a goal in the 5th minute, it could have been 3-0 and not 1-0. It could have gotten out of hand. But very good passing. Things start to look a little worrisome around minute 5. Fort Lauderdale gets a series of 1 or 2 corners and a couple of their retakes that felt like corners and virtual corners, free kicks from the wings. And it felt like they got some chances. And if something fell there, like I said, it could have been a little dangerous. But we held strong, and I was happy.
I don't remember what this was. I just have Locklear came in studs up, which is I don't think that's the only time she does either, right?
No, that's sort of I'm starting to realize her entire game is to run headlong at the goalie. But yeah, this was a ball that was going towards Schneider, and she went in. She gets.
Oh, that's right. That's when Schneider's shoulder. She goes down for the shoulder, right?
No, that's later. This is like the first kind of instance of it. Locklear doesn't get a yellow for this one, and I think because the ref doesn't want to start pulling cards this early. But if this is the sort of challenge where if it happens later in the game, absolutely a yellow. She goes in. The ball's not quite to Schneider yet, so it's not 100% hers. It's still sort of a 50-50. But if the ball's rolling into a goalie who's bending down to pick it up, and you kind of come in with one of your feet shin level, studs out, interesting. If that's what she does, and if that's what she's allowed to do in practice, I'm sure she doesn't do it in practice because Fort Lauderdale doesn't have enough injuries for that.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and I don't know. I don't think I've seen her do it. She not maybe this egregiously in other games they play. She probably wants this game a little bit more against us, being the rivals, being the champions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did not like that out of Kiara. I didn't like anything she did this game.
Yeah,
except
more
for not
than
score.
usual.
Yeah, oh yeah. With her big sleep shirt on when she plays. Her giveaway ass t-shirt, size extra large.
Yeah, she only wears so that she can get ever so slightly tugged on and
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, we have those no diving flags out. Don't worry.
Yeah, especially when we play Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, we bought them just for you.
Yeah. I think Sydney wants to dribble and take people on, and if she needs to go down a little bit easy, she will. But she's playing a very experienced kind of gamesmanship sort of thing. Kiara is going to go after you, and if she finds the chance to fall down, she's going to do it, even if she doesn't get the call half as often as Sydney does. Not the same type of player. And I think that I don't want to say, it's going to come with experience, because I unless she leaves Fort Lauderdale, I don't want Kiara Locklear to get any better at all. I want her to get worse. I want her to regress and rely on this sort of bullshit dark arts that they teach down there. I don't wish anything good to happen to anybody down there, okay? Straight up, they're our rivals. They are straight up not good people. What?
I like Jasmine Hamid.
Do you? She was up to some stuff this game.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
I know.
I like Bill Hamid.
I know, I do too.
I need him to talk to his sister, okay? Maybe bring her up this way.
I'm okay.
So that they can be together again.
Yeah.
I think their parents would be okay with that.
13th minute, we get one of our first good shots I think it was on target.
No, we had one shot on target all game, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah, literally one. 12 shots, one on target. They had 6-2 on target.
Oh crap, you're right.
Yeah. Hey, we're shooting though.
We are shooting. Okay. Well, it was a nice little short corner pass into the box. And it was very close to nice and clean.
Yeah. The short corner looks good for us. I normally hate it, but it's
working. I hate it. I hate it viscerally in my soul. Yeah. I hate it, but if it works, fine, do it.
And I think we're taking the short corner from the right side a lot, and from the left side, it's Jilly Shimkin on the corner. And she gets some lift on her ball. So we're just letting her send that thing out. And that's pretty cool. I like it. Like you keep saying it. When we got Jilly on the left side taking the corner, that frees up Henny to be inside and really.
Yeah. And she did get it. There were a couple of really good ones that were so close to being perfect. And it was just like a Fort Lauderdale player got in the way. kind of thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'd like to see, obviously crossing and finishing. It's something Sadina Cello said herself in the presser. Crossing and finishing's got to get better. And I think the corners, which is crossing and finishing, if that improves, and it's going to have to against Brooklyn this week, I'd be very happy to see a goal off of a set piece at all. I'd be very happy to see a goal, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Henny and Viv, like you were saying before, making a really good team, very obviously already in the 14th minute.
Yep. Good form. They're back to what they should be looking like.
Yeah.
But both teams playing hard. There's some early fouls going both ways. Both teams are playing this like it is, like it's a derby game. This isn't just any old week. And it feels like it. It kind of reminds me too, like what we're seeing this season out of Spokane and Lexington. Those two teams played each other twice in 2 weeks, and both times it was a 0-0 draw.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of bad blood between those two teams. So I think that's kind of a theme in the Super League. When the teams don't care so much about the other team, you're going to see a 3-2, 3-3 thriller. But when they lock in, don't like the opponents, want something to happen, you're going to see a physical, good old American grind fest.
17th minute was kind of funny because Shania is dribbling and then looks like she wants to shoot and then stops and remembers she's not allowed to shoot anymore.
Yeah. I think Fort Lauderdale has like a league leading, or at least going into this game, they had a league leading shooting percentage conversion rate of like 18.25 or something.
Yeah.
And that is because Shania Gordon is this season nowhere near the top of the like shooters in the league. They've thrown her back into right back and said, you can cross. Okay. And I think that's good for her.
Oh yeah. So Jilly takes a corner. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's so close.
So close. A lot of things are so close to happening for this team, you know? A lot.
Like to the point where it's I can't even be mad because the effort is there.
Yeah.
The trying is there.
Yeah.
So, you clap, you say good job, keep trying it.
It should be for the champions.
It's gonna land.
It should be for the champions, but like at the same time as that, it's not a team that's rolling over at all to our rivals. Not a team that's saying, "Oh boy, our season's cooked." We're it's big we'll see hours for everybody right now. We'll see.
Another Jillian with a decent corner to the middle. Giamona gets a head on it, just not quite angled right. But I like it. Again, I like it. We're in we're in Fort Lauderdale's final third for a good chunk of time.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
A lot of the game.
Yeah.
Even without possession, when we don't have it, it feels like we're pressing to keep them down there.
Yeah, we have them contained.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to say there's like one or two times they one of their forwards runs off with the ball, but then even Schneider handled it. I think both times. I want to say.
Yeah, they're pretty reliant on that high ball over the top in the first half because that was their game plan for most of the season, and so that's what they wanted to come into the game doing. and it's just not there. We know it's what they're looking for. We played this team too many times to want that, and we did a really good job with the back four, just limiting those opportunities. Kara Locklear's got speed. She likes to make that break down the alley. Wasn't there very often, and the few times it was, we got back. I know a couple times Viv and Henny combined really well to stifle it. Schneider came up, stifled it when she had to, made some saves, not a whole lot, wasn't called on to do it so often. It's a 0-0 draw. You're not going to see too much about a goalie, but yeah, I think the game plan was solid there, and then we adjusted half to match what adjustments we thought they would make. 24th minute, I like this. You call her Jilly Shithousekin.
Yes.
Yes.
Jilly Shithousekin. She just bodies a Fort Lauderdale player, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
She's maybe the strongest person ever named Jilly.
Yeah. She heard somebody yell, hit the weight room, and she was like, yes.
Good idea.
I should do that.
Yeah. And then pretty soon after that, we're on the attack again. Tosh Flint showing, God, what a spark. This one-time touch kind of flares the hips out right, touches the ball to left, and just sends Taylor Smith running like a toreador with a bull. It was class. She comes up with it, lays it off to Shimmy, and Jill just almost connects, just a little bit outside the right post. There's so much good things happening here. You almost expect a goal.
Yeah.
Right? We're good.
Yeah. Another 3 minutes later, 29th minute, Jilly to Giamona to Nacello to Pluck, crosses it in almost to McNeil.
Yeah, this was so good. It's not the 3-5-2, but you're seeing flashes of pretty soccer all of a sudden.
It is.
That
was pretty soccer. Yes.
It was. And I mean, if it had resulted in a goal, we'd have to sit back here on the show right now and rethink what pretty soccer really is. But man, that's getting there for sure. Pretty soon after that, you can see Nacello. I think in the Derby game, definitely against another Florida team, Nacello really lets the Florida come out a lot. She's yelling at the Fort Lauderdale throw-in taker, telling her, back up. That's not where it is. Come on. And I just love it. She sets the tone. She's not the captain, and I don't think you want her to be, but she sets a very specific type of tone. I think there's kind of two poles of leadership for this team to sort of look to. I mean, three, really. It's what you like out of a team. You want somebody experienced and setting the tone on offense. You want somebody in the midfield. You want somebody on defense. And I think Sydney dictates what the offense is going to do. She wants her line mates, the attackers, to have that same energy she always brings. And then in the midfield, it's the captain, Jordan Listro. She brings a very level, and that's what you need in the midfield. You don't want the midfield breaking out and getting chaotic. You want things to be tight and organized. And then defensively, it's Brooke Hendricks, who took the armband off Listro when she subbed out later in the game. And she deserves that. She's our most experienced defender, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's a good core, a good totem of leadership. And you're seeing the personalities of those three players kind of seep out to everybody else, I think.
Yeah, and it is nice that we have we have one for every section. Everybody, has someone to look to, and this is all nice and
learn from and model their play off of. And you see it too. Like, I think every season we've got a couple of attackers who not only get better because they're young. We've got a lot of young attackers who grow. You saw it last year with Zayd, especially. I think she grew into herself a lot. But you see players not only grow, but take on characteristics of their teammates, and it's really interesting to watch. And you see some people start getting a little aggressive. Like, I know Batilla is shooting. I think she's learning a little bit of Sydney ball. She's not quite the dribbler Sydney is, but she's got that same not selfishness or greed, but it's a little bit of that edge to her where she's shooting because she wants it.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like good players to leach out into younger players because it makes your team better, obviously, but it makes your team more fluid when you've got sort of the same basket of characteristics.
Yeah, well put.
Thank you. I'm a coach. Yeah, 34th minute, Kiara up to her same little trick. She runs into Schneider again. I think this was the one that gets her the yellow card.
If only someone had written it down.
Yeah, well, we don't have to
include
worry.
myself in that.
No, she got the yellow. You were right. She got the yellow real early in the 12th minute.
I knew that.
So
okay.
It was the stuff-up challenge.
Because
you're right.
The ref was being a little bitch the whole freaking time and not giving her the second. That's why I was mad.
Oh yeah. She did not.
She needed a second, but they wouldn't do a red card.
She didn't change her game at all, being like, "Oh, I'm on a yellow. I need to be more careful." She did not get more careful. She kept doing the same thing that got her the yellow, and was never punished for it. If you're the ref, this isn't last year, y'all. We've had a red card. We've had 2 red cards. We've had a couple red cards in the league. You don't have to be gun shy about pulling it out anymore. Show us that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. 34th minute, we could have seen Kiara sent off, but we didn't.
But no.
Nope. We never do. But she's strong.
No, I think this is probably when I also started chanting, "Are you Chesky in disguise?"
Yeah.
Which was like 3 people around us understood it, but that was enough for me.
It's hey, the niche chancer for it's worth it when the people who get it, you know.
Yeah.
And no, for the record, it was Benjamin Meyer. We've seen him before. We'll see him again.
Chesky in disguise.
Chesky in disguise. Benjamin Danielle Chesky Meyer.
There we go. I think 37th minute. I think this was one of those Fort Lauderdale player gets it and goes off running, and Schneider makes a really nice save.
Yeah.
Pushes it out. Some really nice strong hands. Pops right back up to grab it again.
Yeah, I think that was outside of kind of the injury issues that she was dealing with because of the way they were going after her a little dirtily. I think this was her best action of the night. It's what I would come away as the goalie remembering. And then 40th minute, a couple minutes later, we come out looking very good. Tankersley just offsides on this one.
We couldn't see it.
And we trust us, guys.
Yeah, and we went back frame by frame and slowed it down. And we can't. We think there's one Fort Lauderdale player that we can't quite see to know that they are or are not lined up.
I think 18, maybe like the left center back is just probably stepping up at the right time. Yeah. I think she probably is offsides just because I'm not going to disagree with the linesman that hard. But man, it was close. You were
ready to give him your glasses.
Look, it's different when you're in person. All right. But, I mean, regardless of if she was offsides or not, it was so close. I think the really, really cool thing about that play was the ball that Mackenzie Pluck played.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It was incredible. I literally swear to Christ in heaven, world-class pass. Like, would not be out of character seeing somebody in the Women's World Cup play this kind of ball. 40, 50 yards, curling into space, like not just hit low, but like in the air, curling in to meet the run. It was Mackenzie Pluck is one of the better players in the league. And that's the kind of pass that makes that true. Yeah, 0-0 halftime. We got 56% of the possession at halftime. We've had 5 corners. We've been called offsides 4 times, which is painful, but it shows a lot of forward drive. We've had 9 shots. These are end game numbers for us in some games, not halftime numbers.
Yeah, and I didn't write it down like I should have, obviously, but Fort Lauderdale gets 4 corners the whole match.
Yeah.
And they stop after the last corner, which is somewhere in the first 20 to 25 minutes, I want to say.
Yeah.
We do not let them get another one for the rest of the, like, a good 60 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, 60 minutes without allowing a corner.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not just like good defense, because you can play good defense and still end up playing the ball out of the touchline. That's good midfield play. That's good control. That's good possession. That's not a number you can sneeze at. I mean, it's a hard game next week against Brooklyn, but a lot to be happy about against the top team, quote unquote.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. God, right? Yeah. Hey, what I really like too, right after that first half whistle blows, Sydney is immediately in there with the referees, just politicking and pointing and saying this, that, the other thing. One of the linesmen, she's just like smiling the whole time, like, this bitch really wants to say some stuff right now. It was, I mean, a player who loves a derby. I mean, there's nobody else like Nacella.
No, yeah. Yeah.
So, yes, second half. I know in the first half, like I said, the game plan for Fort Lauderdale was those high balls, try and find Kiara Locklear sneaking through, using her speed. That didn't work. It wasn't going to work. They realized that. They came out. They adjusted. You saw a lot more in the second half out of United of what they should be doing. They played more soccer in the second half than they did in the first, to their credit. And because I think what that is they relied a lot more on Stella and Princess. Stella Niamacheri and Princess Adelamayui. I don't have it in front of me. Ademaluyi.
You know, I thought you had it the first time, honestly.
Princess Ademaluyi. Okay. But man, those two Gotham loanees are far and away the best soccer players on Fort Lauderdale United.
Yes, and they are. Yeah, and you have a note here. They're not doing any of the bullshit that the rest of the team is doing.
Yeah, because they haven't been coached to play that way. They want to be coached the Gotham way, which is to play football. It's a night and day difference from the way they operate with and without the ball, outside of the play, towards the referees, towards their fellow players. You could tell our girls respected those two players way more than anybody else on Fort Lauderdale too. So it's as cool as it is to see those two in person. And I think there's going to be I think they've got a good future ahead of them. I'm praising these two because they're not really Fort Lauderdale players. You're never going to hear this vocabulary out of me about an actual Fort Lauderdale signee. But man, there's going to be some really interesting trivia like 5 years from now. Oh, you mean Stella Niamacheri played against Jordan Listro? When was that? Well, they overlapped for a season in the Super League. Oh, what? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But man, they're really impressive. And what I really, really like about how impressive they are is that they're not going to be there in the spring.
Yep. Yeah. We only have 2 loanees, I want to say, right? I always get this wrong.
Yeah, you say 2 every time, but it's not.
It's 3.
Emerson Elgin, Boston. Emma Gaines Ramos,
Spirit,
and Charlotte McLean, Courage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to our credit, we're not relying on.
We're not relying on them. No.
Not like Fort Lauderdale is with their loaners.
Yeah.
So it's that bodes well for our future.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, we're definitely going to make some moves in the. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be on the come up in the spring, which is much more important. They need to make their wins, accumulate their points, stow their acorns for the winter right now, because they're not going to be eaten as well in the spring.
Yeah.
We're going to come out of hibernation big old fat and strong.
I like that.
There's a lot of fun metaphors to be done with the winter break. I think we're not touching on that enough.
Should I use the one for this?
I know where I want to use it. Where are you going to use it on?
Oh, okay, you got it then. 53rd minute.
Oh no, yeah, no. I think things popped off here. This is a good spot for it, Liz. Go ahead.
Oh, fuck Shania Gordon, because the run of play was over and she elbowed the shit out of Henny for no reason, sent her into the ad boards. Are you kidding me? Like it wasn't even like, oh, we're running and like, something happened. No, you just elbowed her.
Yeah. Totally knew what she was doing. 100% knew what she was doing. Henny was running there with her, letting the ball go out of bounds. Literally, Brooke's hands in the air saying, all right, this is going, plays over.
Yeah.
And forearm shiver, elbow right into the back near the end line. She knew what she was doing. She wanted to put Brooke Hendricks into the ad boards,
and
which is
it's honestly
dangerous.
Really shameful from their captain.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just saying, like, I understand Jordy Listro, our captain, got a red card.
But that was an accident.
That truly was an accident. Yeah.
Reckless and a red card. Sure.
Yes, but an accident.
This was not an accident.
No.
She does get a yellow for it. But my God, if Brooke had actually gotten hurt from being shoved into those hard ad boards, first of all, I'd be on the field. And second of all, she should have been off of it in one way or the other. It's just Fort Lauderdale ball. I mean, if you watch this game, you can't sit here and be like, well, that's two good teams playing. No, Fort Lauderdale plays dirty. I think any neutral in the country would, Lexington fan, Spokane, Brooklyn, Carolina fan, I think you'd all look at this game and say, oh my God, Fort Lauderdale's up to some shit right there.
Yeah. And to say that we did not go down to their level too. Mm-hmm. Like I think we might have gotten one or two yellows. I can't even remember. I don't remember any significant ones, honestly.
It was two yellows for them, 3 for us.
Really?
Yeah. All of our yellows.
Oh, that's also because they wouldn't give what's her face.
They were scared to pull. They were scared to pull a second yellow on Kiara, and all of our yellows happen after this moment.
Okay. So it gets real chippy after this.
Yes. This little dust up because this 53rd minute situation doesn't end with Shania Gordon shoving Brooke Hendricks.
Yeah.
Sydney Nacello comes in real quick.
Flies in.
Yes. Starts pushing, shoving. God bless her. Picking up the jersey, pointing to the star. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You guys are mad because I scored in you and won a trophy last year. That kind of thing. Yeah. Sabrina McNeil, who's played for both teams, in there trying to keep it from getting a little bit too much. She's the player you would expect that to do that, and I love that she did. But yeah, all of our yellows happen after this. Flint in the 58th, so like 5 minutes later. Gabby later, which I think was pretty soft, by the way. And then Sandrine real late, which was very much just a shirt pull professional foul, not even something chippy. So I think probably Flint deserved her yellow because she was probably pissed off. But Gabby, I don't think so. And Sandrine deserved it, but not because she was trying to start something.
Yeah. Professional foul.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were never, you're totally right. We were never trying to bring this game up a level of intensity.
Yeah.
Because we liked where the game was. We had a lot of good chances. Fort Lauderdale knew what they were doing by being dirty. They wanted to get in our heads. They wanted to loosen us up, make us make a dumb play, find a gap in the defense that way. They couldn't beat us clean. So they were trying to do it dirty. That's all it is. Man, I don't like Fort Lauderdale. Like, I don't like Dallas Trinity in like a fun way. Like, oh, it's them again. They're so good. They hurt Brooke that one time. I don't like Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
So yeah, after that, we get a pretty good chance. I'm not sure if the ball went in or if it was just outside, but it's called offsides. Carly Gimono was the player who received it and shot, and she was not offsides. But Avers Tankersley was right in the area too. She was offside. So it's by the letter of the law, a good call. She was affecting the play, but it wasn't really her. If she wasn't there, Flint gets this ball in a good spot and possibly scores. She is there though, and it. I mean, she's 3 weeks out, making her first play back, and Ava looking really good this whole game. So you can't be like, oh, she ruined the game for us. Absolutely not. It's unfortunate. And the fact that we're getting called offsides, like I said, 4 in the first half, a couple more in the second half. The fact that we're getting called offsides means we're pushing, means we're trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
A couple more subs. Well, not a couple. Yeah, actually, a couple. Hold on. Where our subs are 66 minutes. These are our first subs here.
Yes.
Flint off, Jordan Zaid on.
Mm-hmm.
Different look. And then also Jordy off, Provenzano on. Like for like. So I like that, Jordy played well. 1 or 2 misplayed balls, but kind of recovered every time she did it. But at that point, 66 minutes in, give her a break, get somebody else in,
Yeah.
Keep fresh legs out there. And then Flint for Zaid, that's just change the point of attack, Start looking for some crosses.
Okay, and this is absolutely where Kiara should have gotten a second yellow, because she just runs into Gabby, gets knocks Gabby out with her hip.
Yeah. I don't think the way she landed, on her head, I don't think they would have been out of line to call for a concussion check here.
Yeah.
Like Gabby hit the ground and looked a little. What
she looked like she saw stars for a minute.
Yeah, and yet, I mean, you hate to see that, and it's a reckless play by Prowley by Kiara Locke there, because it was always Gabby's ball coming to her, and she comes in, hip checks her, tries to clean her out. So I don't know, that again was another instance, I think, where it should have been yellow number 2, but the referee Benjamin Meyer, a little bit too cowardly to pull it out of his pocket.
We make another sub. We bring 2 subs. I'm sorry, you're right. Gaillard in for Shimkin and McKenna Batilla in for Tank. A couple minutes later, Batilla gets a great shot already. Wait, what? How do we have no shots on target? We had one at the end. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the shot on target. Yeah, McKenna Batilla in space and hits it.
Gotcha.
It's not a super powerful shot, but it does have some nice movement on it. It curls, but it's just not there. But man, I am officially putting it out there. Last season, I put it out there on the pod. Conductor of the Zaid train. The Zaid train has left the station. She's flying through the skies on her own accord now. She has left the nest. I'm mixing metaphors because that's how happy I am for her. But we're done with Zaid. She's no longer a rookie. She's a good player. She's good. Now we're nurturing the McKenna boss baby Batilla hype. She is scoring this season. I guarantee it, y'all.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah,
the hunger is there, and I like it.
Shoot or shoot, and she be shooting.
Yeah.
And what's really impressive about her, she's a warrior. She's been playing with a cast on all season, which, by the way, she coordinates to which jersey she's wearing, which I love. And she's 5 or 6 months out from an ACL injury. So her legs are finally fine, and she's still nurturing an arm injury. This is a kid who wants it bad. And if you're a USF fan, which you might be because you're local, she's going to USF when she graduates. So look out for her. You're going to be seeing a lot of McKenna Batilla for the next 6 years at least.
Yeah.
Man, that feels good to say. I can't wait.
Why are we not starting Gaillard?
Why are we not starting Gaillard? Sandrine is so good.
So silky.
Silky on the ball, in the right spot all the time, makes good decisions, never makes the wrong decision. I don't know if it's a fitness thing, if it's a chemistry thing, but I want to see a whole lot more of Sandrine for the rest of the season.
Yes, please.
And it's not that I want any one starter out of the game, but I want Sandrine on the field somehow. Oh my God, she's good.
Yeah.
She came in with all the hype too, from the league, from us. Like, this is a player who was a couple months ago sitting on the bench, to be fair, but come on, sitting on the bench in Switzerland during the Euros. There's no other player in the Super League who was even involved in that tournament this past summer. She needs to be playing more. She changes the game. And I don't know if she looks this good because she's playing against Super League players who have been playing for an hour already. But this is about the time about 3 or 4 subs get made by anybody, the hour mark. So while she is almost assuredly taking advantage of some tired Americans, there are fresh legs out there with her. So,
yeah.
And oh my God, she always looks so good. I need more Sandrine in my life.
Uh, 88th minute. So close. Nacello to Vatilla, and then she back heels it, and it's just a little bit too fast for Giamona.
Yeah. And it didn't even look like it was something Vatilla pulled out that she hadn't before. It was all so crisp. It was just like milliseconds worth of timing difference. Maybe if she dummies it, it's a little bit different, but like you can see there's stuff that's working in practice. Yeah. Like, I don't think McKenna pulls out in a game if Carly hadn't scored off that in a practice situation. So I hate to be here 8 weeks in now and being like, oh man, this team is finally starting to come together, really gelling, really cooking, especially after that's where we were this time last October 24. We're like, wow, it was tough. And that was all because of visa issues. We didn't have Tosh. We didn't have Flu. You know, we didn't have a lot of players. And so to finally start getting there, I hate to play the same script as defending champions. And it's a little bit different because it's not visas, it's injuries for the most part. But at the same time, you got to feel kind of good. You know, winless through 6, 3 points through 6. But this is about where we were last year. Yeah. And you can see what's supposed to be happening. That was the best team in the league, quote unquote, or at least the hottest through the first 7 weeks. And its form is important in soccer. And we are finally putting it together. Things are starting to make sense. We've got players out there that we want to have out there. We've got the game plan making sense. I feel so much better about the 0-0 draw than anybody has any right to feel about any 0-0 draw.
Yeah. I mean, Schneider said it at the end. Best possession, best we've looked all season. It's not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, and you really want the best you've looked all season to be a win.
Yeah.
But when it's against a derby rival, a rematch of the championship game, we're bad, they're good. You can't be happy with it. You can't be happy with the draw. Not as a Sun fan, you know, we're the champs. You can't be happy with the draw. But this is, in this derby, in this situation, in this climate, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't sting.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so that was it. Liz, do you want to talk about the rest of the league first, or go ahead and look forward to what we're doing? Let's talk about the other things in the league and use that to go into next week.
Okay.
And we'll save the most exciting game for last. You know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll start with the most boring one. Spokane Lex tied 0-0. Is their second 0-0 draw in 2 weeks.
Yeah. And again, like I said, when there's a rivalry game in this league, you're gonna see some crap like this. The first goal in that game, in that series, I guarantee is going to be scored by Lexington by a former Spokane player. And I think once that happens, the dam might burst, or it'll be a 1-0 game. Who knows? But I really had that series circled. I thought it was going to be so interesting. But they're just doing the Fort Lauderdale Tempe thing.
Yep.
That we did all last season. So it's what to expect out of Super League rivalries.
Carolina played DC. They won 3-2.
Yep.
Carolina got a goal in the 14th minute by Mackenzie George, assisted by Audrey Harding. They got another goal in the 16th minute with Maddie Mercado, who then was like, LOL, I'm going back to Seattle.
Yeah. Hats off. Shout out to Reign FC. When a player has 4 games and like an assist or 2, or 4 goals and an assist or 2 in 6 games, yeah, you recall her. You bring her back on loan.
Okay, so actually, I was reading the NWSL subreddit post about it, and they think it's because Lynn Biondolo, Lynn Williams, name Biondolo, is going to be out for the rest of the season.
Okay, great. I mean, not great that she's out for the rest of the season, but
yeah.
As a fan
this is pretty much a confirmation that she's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, as a fan of any Super League team not called Carolina Ascent FC, we're popping champagne right now.
Yeah,
good to see you leave. She made the team of the week or of the month. In the 1 month she was here.
Yep.
Yeah, get the hell out.
It's giving Sam Meza, who also went there, who also went to the Reign.
Yeah, and we love the Reign. They took Sam Meza away. They took Niku Purcell, goalkeeper one from Brooklyn. They signed her outright.
Mm-hmm.
Keep paying attention, keep taking players away. And what's really nice is we didn't get bit by Maddie Mercado, right? She didn't score against us. Did she play us?
Ooh, I don't remember.
I don't think she scored against us, which is really cool.
Yeah. DC then gets a goal in the 35th minute because Sydney Studer own goals.
Yeah, I don't even think it was like egregious or nothing. You get the ball on target and something happens sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a fun game, and I know we're talking about rivalries a little bit this week. I think this game, not last year, I would never have said this last year, but I think with the geographic proximity of these two teams and the way this game went, I think this has a chance to kind of blossom into something.
Yeah. DC comes back in the 49th minute. Madison Mernon scores, assisted by Emily Colton.
My girl, my favorite power player.
So they are tied at this point. And Carolina comes back in the 84th to spoil it all. Alyssa Walker gets a goal to make it 3-2.
Yep, 84th minute game winner. That's, I mean, if you're a DC Power player or if you're the DC Power fan, you're going to really be looking forward to this next.
Yeah, the one guy in the bunny suit or whatever.
The one guy in the bunny suit. Yeah, I'm sure he's looking forward to it. As much as he looks forward to anything, he looks really nonchalant. So
yeah.
All right, and the good game. Yeah. This game was crazy. I'm glad I watched the Sun game again because it let me figure out what happened. It helped this show make a lot more sense to us and you guys listening. But man, I almost wish we just watched Brooklyn versus Jacksonville. That game was awesome. This was I'll spoil it right now, a 3-3 thriller. First goal by Jacksonville, super early on, 16th minute. Sophia Bowman off of a feed by Meg Hughes. And that's it for the entire first half. For 50 minutes, Jacksonville sitting on and protecting. a 1-goal lead up in the windy, unfriendly confines of Maimonides Park, which is tough to do. Any Sun fan would tell you it's tough to win in Brooklyn. But in the 66th minute, things start turning around for Brooklyn. Captain Leah Scarpelli gets her first goal off of an Olympico from a corner.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Incredible. I think this is the second Super League Olympico. Amina Ekic got one last year.
Yep. So
to be in the same breath as Amina Ekic in any sense is impressive.
Yeah.
So that's the 66th minute. Brooklyn ties it up 1-1. Jacksonville, just 10 minutes later, Paige Kenton, the English woman who's been very good for them, she scores off of an assist by Sophia Bowman, the previous goal scorer. So we're at 76th minute. Jacksonville ahead by 2-1. 86th minute. 10 minutes later, we're coming now. Brooklyn scores. Samantha Rosette off of a feed by Rebecca Cook. 86th minute, 2-2. You think there can't possibly too much more happening? 90th minute. Brooklyn scores. Rebecca Cook off the assist from Jordan Thompson. The crowd actually doesn't go that wild because the crowd was sort of mostly Jacksonville fans somehow. But the team goes wild.
That was the loudest I've ever heard that stadium, too.
Yes. Yeah, I think the Paige Kenton goal in the 76th minute to put Jacksonville ahead 2-1.
Yeah.
Sounded so loud. Which is such a bummer, you know?
Yeah, because then Jacksonville was like, but wait, there's more.
Yeah. 90 plus 5. Bailey DeSmit off of a peach of a ball from the right wing by who else but
it was perfectly placed.
Ashlyn Puerta. She can't keep herself off the score sheet.
No.
Yeah, so that game ends 3-3. Just incredible, really fun game. I'm almost like go back and watch it just to watch it. At least watch the highlights because that was a showcase of what the Super League could be right there. And speaking of players like leaving in the Ashlyn Puerta, get the hell out of here, please. With all due respect.
Please go get signed by NWSL. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah. You should watch the highlights of that game, Brooklyn Jacksonville. Not just because it's exciting, not just because it's a great game, but because we play Brooklyn this Saturday. And normally there'd be a graphic out, but Eureka's being a father, I'm pretty sure. So, right, weirdo. So yeah, we got Brooklyn. They are 1-3-3, 1 win, 3 losses, 3 draws. Not a super hot team, but that 1 win is against us. And it was week 2 of the season up there in Brooklyn on Coney Island. It's tough. It's a team we've never beaten, just like Fort Lauderdale's never beaten us. But Denise Schilte-Brown, our coach, our fearless leader, said it herself. We don't believe that there's anybody in this league better than us. Think about that. The confidence to say that after the season we've had.
That is bold. Let me tell you.
Bold.
It's bold.
I think when we're good, when we're at our best, I don't see how she's wrong. Because we haven't.
When are we going to be at our best?
Week 8, Liz.
Okay. Thank God.
Typical average Sun season. We don't get good until week 8.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. Brooklyn is not a pushover, despite what the record may suggest.
Yeah.
They're our boogeyman. We're away. It's a tough place to play in the baseball stadium up there. It's windy. You have to change the way you operate because of the literal goddamn weather. But if we can play this way with the personnel we had, maybe get Sandrine in a little bit sooner, I think we've got a real chance of making something happen against Brooklyn.
I think I might predict a win. I'm feeling bold.
And you're normally good at this, so that
I
means
know.
All right.
I want to say a 1-0 win.
A 1-0 win. You think we keep a shutout?
Yeah, why not? We just did it against Fort Lauderdale. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, this is a Brooklyn team we're sitting here talking about just scored 3 goals. Looked really good doing it. One of them in Olympico.
Oh, okay, maybe I need to change it.
No, don't change. Don't change because I'm going 2-1. You're not allowed to change.
Okay.
I'm picking the coward score line, the most common score in soccer, pretty much 2-1.
Okay.
But I think we win. I picked a win last week. It didn't happen, but we got better. I'm picking another win again this week, pulling the team, willing them on, trying to make it happen.
We had a nice defense.
Really good defense. I think like half of those goals in that Brooklyn-Jacksonville game were off of corner kicks. So we need to make that work for us.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to worry too much about it against Fort Lauderdale. They didn't get too many. But Brooklyn is a pretty well-versed team on the corner kick. But yeah. I think we get it. I like a 2-1 win.
Okay.
All right. Other games coming up this weekend. Cool thing about this weekend, a game a day. Right?
It's good for the soul.
It's good for the soul. Chicken soup
Yep.
for the soul.
Yeah.
Friday, 6:00, Lexington host Carolina Ascent. Man, that really could go either way. You know, you think
especially
it's
without Maddie Mercado, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it pushes a little bit Lexington, especially at home.
Yeah.
But fun game for sure. 6:00 kickoff, so a little bit early. Be ready for it. We are the sole matinee for Saturday, 6:00 in Brooklyn. Again, 6:00. Don't tune in at 7 and be like, oh, looks like Sandrine didn't start. No, she was the 60th minute sub. And then Sunday, 7:00, out in Spokane, they host Dallas Trinity, who were not in action this past weekend. Yeah, 7:00 Spokane time, which is like 3.
4 p.m.
Yeah, 4, exactly. Weird.
Yeah. Who, speaking of Spokane, they got a coach.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Whose
got.
name I did not put entirely.
No, you put her last name only, I lit that slide too. That's my bad.
Thanks.
Liz, tell us a little bit about her, and I'll tell you what her name is.
All right. So, the new coach joined Spokane from U.S. Soccer, where she served as the director of talent identification for the youth national teams, working closely with Emma Hayes and the U.S. women's youth national team staff to find and develop the country's top talent.
Great job reading the team press release.
Thank you.
I mean, hey, that's a good signing in my book, you know?
Yeah. No, I literally, my note is Spokane about to have a crazy roster next season.
Yeah. You get the coach who was just most recently in charge of literally finding the best young soccer players in America.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And then before that was the head coach of Minnesota Aurora, where she led the club to 2 undefeated regular seasons.
Yeah, just a lower league women's soccer success story like I think we've never seen.
Yeah.
Minnesota is the blueprint for amateur women's soccer in this country. Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, if you're a Spokane fan and you're upset how the team bled out during this offseason, have a little faith because you just got the director of talent identification for the youth national team system. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of youth national teams, we're on a roll now with the transitions. Speaking of youth national teams, friend of the show, Jan Ekra, friend of the system. I don't think he's a friend of ours, but RBLR Rowdies. He's been on there. Yeah. Jan Ekra, his little daughter, Kylie Ekra, has gotten a call up to the French U15 national team. And this comes just a couple of months after she went into camp with the U.S. U15s. So clearly a very hot young prospect to keep an eye out for. 14 years old. So like a freshman in high school. So not quite Sun ready, but I think a player. She plays for Florida Premier. So definitely somebody who is on our radar for the Sun. I think I'd be pretty surprised if we offered her a academy contract as a sophomore, but in 2027, when she's a junior in high school, I'll be spitting mad if we don't give her an academy contract in 2027. That's for sure.
And the only reason we shouldn't is because somebody else did before us.
Exactly. So yeah, we got to be reaching out right now. And Jan is he's currently an assistant with the Rowdies, and I think he does some coaching with Florida Premier as well. And I know we've got a relationship with Florida Premier, the Sun. So like, we need to have a very sort of informal agreement. Maybe be bringing her in for some practices even, because this is one of the top youth prospects in the entire country right in our backyard. So my God, I need to see a navy blue and yellow Ekra jersey sooner rather than later. That's going to feed families for the Tampa Bay soccer community, you know?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. He's such a good guy too. So like, keep him around, keep his daughter involved. Like, can't wait for Kylie Ekra.
Yeah.
Hope she picks the Sun, and I hope she picks America.
Yeah. Oh my God. Imagine she picks America and there's an Ekra on the national team.
Oh my God, bro.
On the national team.
Yep. 2028, 2029, called up to the senior national team, playing for the Sun. Come on. Come on. We'll get there when we get there. Don't get too excited yet.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Get a little excited, though. It's possible.
Okay.
All the road is there. We just got to navigate it.
Yeah.
And we're starting that hype train now.
Yes.
All right. Anything else, Liz?
Something I noticed today, because shout out Mike Pendleton, tweeted it on Blue Sky, because I'm not calling them skeets. It's stupid.
Tweeted it on Blue Sky. Yep.
Tweeted it on Blue Sky. Shut up. The NWSL is taking a break in June for the Men's World Cup. The NWSL, the National Women's Soccer League.
That's played by women?
It's played by women.
Okay.
Is taking a break during the Men's World Cup.
Okay, so you're telling me that thousands of soccer fans from all across the world are going to come to America to watch soccer, and they're going to stop playing soccer?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure I had that right.
Yes, you're correct. Yeah, I why would they want to go see more world-class soccer? Did you mute yourself? How did you do that?
I touched my microphone bad.
Okay.
So that's gone. Enjoy the slightly worse audio for the next 3 or 5 minutes.
Great. Yeah. So we have all these people coming here to watch soccer, and you don't think they're gonna want to maximize their soccer?
Yeah. They're gonna want to stay in the country as long as they want. And Europeans, they take like 8-month-long vacations when they take vacations.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, and you're not going to be able to go to every World Cup game. You're not going to be able to go to every World Cup game you want to go to. Why would you not want to go see the top women's league in the world while you're here?
Yeah,
I mean, I think every World Cup host city probably has an NWSL team in it.
Miami.
Well, they got United. Well, that's the thing. It's a summer tournament. Super League's going to be out. We need to play some.
People can come see us in the championships again.
Yeah, we need to play some friendlies at the very least,
Yeah, for real.
Kind of capitalize on that.
Yeah. This is an old story. Apparently this came out in like July because I'm slow. But I just was flabbergasted, astounded by the stupidity. I just couldn't not share it.
I hope they don't do it. It'd be stupid to do it.
Yes. Which is why they're going to do it. It's the NWSL.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And they're going to hire some sex pests to make sure they don't play games during the World Cup. They're going to put that guy in charge of it. Yeah, we're being snarky Super League fans right now.
Yeah.
We've only got the one. The former Fort Lauderdale guy who was friends with Diddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But he's gone now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Is he?
I'm doing quotes with my fingers.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. And I'm like an hour and 10 minutes late on this. But you can see that if you come and see us on the YouTubes at RBLR Sports.
Like and subscribe. See Tom
doing air quotes.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Quote unquote. Wink, wink. Like and subscribe. Nailed it. Yes. We're professionals.
At RBLR Sports on the YouTubes, at RBLR Sun FC, everywhere else.
We've been doing this podcast for over a year.
Yep. Do I remember to promote it? Almost never.
Nope. So, if you like to forget things that are important to do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Jesus.
Hit all the buttons. Hit the little post notifications. Oh, wait. Well, yeah, no, do that. Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Watch all of the shows.
It's only once a week you're going to get a push notification, and then you're going to be happy you did.
No, you do it for the RBLR Sports. You get all of them.
Yeah, do it for all of them. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Hey, but you should be listening to the other shows too. True. RBLR Bucks, RBLR Bolts, RBLR Rays, RBLR Rowdies, RBLR Bulls. That's a new one. RBLR Deportes. Even if you don't know Spanish, start learning. Put it on in the background while you sleep. You'll wake up knowing more than you knew.
You forgot the Bucks.
No, I didn't.
Did you say Bucks?
I said Bucks.
Oh, okay.
I watched the Bucks.
Oh,
38-35. Okay. We beat the Seahawks. Let's go. It's a good time to be a Tampa sports fan, all right?
Yes.
Because the Rowdies are making a playoffs push. The Bolt season is about to start. The Rays just got new ownership. USF is the
Bolt signed really some good. Like 6'9", 270-pound like tanker.
What?
Jesus yeah. Christ. Yeah, see? Yes. I remember seeing that in I think it was the Rowdies chat, or maybe it was the RBLR chat. I can't remember. We signed a huge freaking like mammoth of a dude.
Does he hockey good? No. Do he be big? Yes. Okay.
512 penalty minutes.
That's my favorite player. Let's go. All right. Oh, man, I'm about to turn this off and put on the Bolts show, actually.
There you go.
I want to know more about this guy.
Yeah. All right. That about wraps it up for this week. Make sure you tune in next week.
That was fun. After we beat Brooklyn.
Yes, we're going to beat Brooklyn. I predicted a win, and I am right like 75% of the time. So
freakishly often.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for tuning into this presentation by RBLR Sports. On your way out of the stadium, please remember to like and subscribe.